Hello everybody, it's Lazer Turret once again. Welcome back to the New World Let's Play. This is the third episode, and we had left off down here in our cave. And I have updated to version Minecraft 1.9, which just came out last week on the on March 1st for us, because we're a day in front here in Australia. Which was actually February 29th for over in America. It feels weird being in the future, honestly. Everyone being behind us is kind of weird. And I was a little bit thrown out by the release date as well. It came out a day later for us, which is kind of annoying. It also made this this recording a little bit more laggy as well, because my computer sucks and Minecraft 1.9 runs a little slower on my computer. But here's where we left off. If you recall, we came down here and did a fair chunk of mining and so forth, just to kill some time, and because why not. But I think I'm going to head back to the surface, because I did get a nice surprise off camera when I was just kind of searching around in a backup world, because I was bored and decided to make another world with this seed in version 1.8.9, which is what this seed was generated in. I just need to remember how to get out of here. Hang on. So I did actually find a village very close to home. So we're gonna go and look at that right now. As soon as I stop lagging the house down, there we go. So we're pretty much back to square one with the lag, unfortunately. But the good news is I have a job now, and I start tomorrow. So therefore, that means I can actually start putting some cash together and getting some new things. And as you can see, there are some new sounds with Minecraft 1.9. The XP sound has changed. There's new door sounds, and also there's brand spanking new combat mechanics. And as you can see right there in the middle, there's a little attack indicator, which is actually that little bar that fills is actually called a cooldown. So when you hit something, you want to wait for that bar to fill right up before you hit again, because otherwise it's not going to do maximum damage. It's only going to do like half a heart. So, and also the other thing that's changed is that you can now use axes as weapons, but see how long they take to cool down? But they actually do, excuse me, more damage than a sword. So as you can see here, 9 attack damage, excuse me, and the sword here only does 6, but 1.6 attack speed, whereas this only has 0.8 attack speed. So that little cooldown thing makes things a lot harder to kill, essentially. And you can hear that sound too. That's actually the new witch sounds. You know how witches never had sounds before? Ow! They do now, and there's a dude here. And now this could be interesting. You can't block with your sword anymore. Oh jeez. I'm still trying to get used to that, because it's been the same way for so damn long, and then all of a sudden they changed it significantly. Significantly, in other words. I was being a bit silly. Anyway, yeah, here we are back on the surface. This could be interesting. It's nighttime. By the way, the village is, if you come out this side and you go that away. Oh geez, I'm not going to go there now. Because it's nighttime, there's bad dudes out. But yeah, the combat has changed significantly. And that's going to take some getting used to, obviously, because it's been the same way for so damn long, and then all of a sudden it just went there and changed on us. And these random laggy pockets, I'm having a bit more trouble running with Minecraft 1.9, and I do get those random lag pockets as well. But there we go, we do have some of these. We can make a farm straight away. Also, there's some new sounds there. Did you hear that? Have a listen. Pretty cool. My next video is probably going to be a 1.9 update review, but I've got to do some reading up on what they added. I'm not even fully familiar with it. I know they did add shields. They added new combat, obviously, which we've already covered. The armor has also been changed a fair bit as well. And also the mob AI has been bumped up somewhat as well to make the game a little bit more challenging. And the only issue I have is that I don't have the Faithful Pack just have a little food. Because there is no Minecraft 1.9 version of Faithful yet. So I had to remove that pack temporarily, but that I'll get that back once it comes out for 1.9. Now, I did say I wasn't going to make a bed for my first shelter, but what the heck? I mean, it's nighttime, I want to go and do something, and I can't do anything unless it's day, because I will die, most likely, with the stupid new combat mechanics. Well, they're not really stupid, but they're kind of stupid because they've been the same way for so long, and then all of a sudden they changed it on us. Okay, so we're just going to lay this bed down really quickly, if I can, if it doesn't stop lagging. There we go. Like I said, my computer's crap. My apologies, guys, like, seriously. It's going to be fixed, as I'd said. I'm going to get a new one pretty soon. Ah, the smell of burning bones in the morning. Anyway, yeah, silly stuff, hey. Oh, God. Breathing in the mic again. I can hear that feedback coming through the speakers. Okay. What do we need? Let me show you the village. In fact, I need to go there anyway because I have a plan for the village. And I actually did this in a backup world. I'm going to turn it into a like a semi sort of resort thingy-majig, vacation place, if you will. So yeah, kind of a resort thing. And you'll see what I mean by that once I do it. It's a little bit confusing to explain. But let's get over there real quick and I'll try and explain my plans and hopefully we don't get too much lag. Of course, if I was using Playclaw, it would be a whole lot worse, guys. Keep that in mind. Bandicam is working much better. And now it's not the recorder making all these loose chunks. That's my computer doing that with Minecraft 1.9. It's a bit dodgy. It seems to be dodgier on the old maps as well. Perhaps if I generate a new world, it won't be the case. But here's the village, and as you can see, nothing's been done on it because we haven't been here yet. So this is a nice surprise. Whoa, there's a creeper. I don't want to meddle with him with the new combat rules. But what I did was I fixed up all the paths. I built like a big parking lot here. And I made this place my forward operating base and actually put a whole second floor on it. So we're going to do all that. We're going to do some things like that in this village. Oh, and by the way, we also have some cows, which is pretty sweet. We're going to start up a farm near this village, maybe. And we'll get some cows going. But for now, I think we're going to take some carrots and potatoes from the farm. Just a few. I don't really feel like taking all of them. Because that's too much effort and I feel badly. Frankly. They're just poor, helpless, defenseless villagers with only enough food for themselves. So we're just, going to take enough to get by. Oh, geez, okay, he's stops. He's out of my sights now. I don't want to meddle with him. At least here. I kind of want to get a little bit further away from the village, at least. Because I don't want to kill anybody, and I don't want a big hole in the floor right in the middle of the village, because stuff that. And my recorder's going to stop soon, because like I said before, this has a 10-minute recording limit. Okay, back home, I just wanted to show that off. We're going to begin on those projects when we actually have a chance. Now, I don't have a plan, but I definitely don't feel like doing that today. That's going to be a lot of work. Because what we need to do is actually dig up all this sandstone and go and fix up all the paths. So then we need to fix up the buildings and all that jazz. It's going to take at least 2 or 3 episodes to complete the whole lot. But what we can do today probably is build a bridge here. Now, as you can see, not all the chunks are loading properly because Minecraft 1.9 is real dodgy with this map. I found that out with the backup world as well, and I don't want to fall in that ravine. I don't remember where the opening is. Oh, geez. Okay, let's get inside. Those chunks will probably load up shortly. It's because of my little RAM issue I have or something. I haven't got much RAM. Let's make some stuff here. some stone, some iron axe rather. Oh jeez, man, I'm so freaking tired today. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I'm a little bit sleep deprived, because I have to share a room with my brother, and he's not very cooperative with sleeping. He seems to sleep fine though, but I don't. And that's not anyone's fault, of course. I'm just putting it out there. So it's kind of annoying. I slur my speech a little bit. I just do anyway, because that's just how I am. But, yeah. So there's that ravine, if you recall. We went down there last episode too, so that's nice. Oh, and I'm going to build a sugarcane farm, which I also did in the backup world. I might load up that backup world later and show you, but let's get our cobblestone, all of the cobblestone we currently have, and we're just going to get working on this bridge. It might be a little bit different to the backup world one, because I don't remember exactly how I did it. It was a while ago I did it. But what I do know is that I'm going to need a lot of cobble for this job. I don't know if I have any string. Do I have any string? No, I don't think so. No. Dang it. Dang damn it. There's a new door sounds too, eh? Alright, let's get started. So, clear this out. This is what we're going to do. We're going to clear this patch here. And hopefully this shovel lasts. I think I need to do some more digging too, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, I'm going to dig all this out and replace that too momentarily, but just give me a sec. Alright, hold up. We are going to fill that hole in. Step back, take a peek. Have a little peek. That's a nice flat surface to work with. So let's just grab our cobblestone and just fill this in. I think we're going to make it 5 wide because we're going to fill the sides in. Obviously we want some railings so that we don't fall off, if you will. And so we're going to do that. And I think the way I did this was I had it right up against the edge here. This might be a little bit different, as I'd said. And I might need to expand this, I'm not sure. I'm kind of just slapping it together here. Not really. Haven't got any grand design scheme for this. As you can imagine, you can probably tell. But it's probably going to be also the ugliest thing you've ever seen. But we can make do with it. And of course, it's going to serve the purpose nonetheless anyway. Time for some pillars and some railings here. Let's go ahead and fill those in. Boom, boom. Now there's a reason I'm doing that, and that's just because it's a proper railing rather than it just being a post. If I did it like this, it would just, not only would it look ugly, it would also not look like a railing. So we kind of want to address that, if you will. And this is why we did that extra wide bit, so that we can cover that right up and we still have plenty of room to walk. So that's good enough, I think. Don't need to get too fancy after all. I think that's good, but I'm going to fill all this in later with cobble. That's going to be a fair bit of work. All this will be stairs too, because that'll make it easier to get up and down. Excuse me. Alright. It's kind of a warm one today too. You can probably hear that air conditioner groaning in the background. I did have the fan on too, but I switched that off because there's nothing more annoying than a fan blowing in your bloody microphone the whole video. I know that from experience. Okay. We need to... let me... I guess you've already seen the new combat because I've meddled with that skeleton before. But let's go through here. I think there's some new biomes off in this direction. We're probably going to do a little bit of building today too, a little bit of farm building. We have chickens as here. We might build a chicken coop. We might make a little flower garden or something, or who knows. I will take these rose bushes actually. A lot of people were complaining when they took those out. Do you guys remember when they took those out? I mean, took those the regular red roses out, and they replaced them with the rose bushes. A lot of people were complaining about that, but honestly, I think it makes sense. I think a lot of people have gotten over it now, but I'm just saying. A lot of people were upset because they didn't like the look of the rose bushes, which I guess is more or less fair enough, but it makes more sense. Okay, so wait for this shit to load. It's actually kind of handy because look at that, it's giving me a visual cue of where my base is. That's kind of cool, but I don't like it. It's a little bit buggy, this version, actually. I mean, it's more buggier than 1.8 was, but there is some cool new things that I can demonstrate with the boats, too. I haven't tried the new boats yet, either, because this is brand new, as I'd said, but you can make different types of boats out of all the different various wood colours, just like you can with the doors now, which has been in the game for a while, of course, but you get the idea. I'm just going to slap this in here. Now, you see what I just did there? This is actually a very smart idea. I came up with this a long time ago, but if you have an excess of something, it's a good idea to convert it into blocks when you store it. I call it bulk storage. Because it's going to take up 9 times the space otherwise. You're saving, you know, it's taking up 9 times less space when you convert it into blocks. So to me that makes sense to do it that way. But everybody's entitled to their opinions, and also I'm going to fix this up too, it's driving me mad. I'd prefer to have all this blocked off, but still have it look a little bit natural, so we're going to leave it like that. And maybe fill this side in. Alright, okay. And then just that one. Okay, good. So it's sort of like my veranda, if you will. Put a torch there to brighten things up a tad. So like I said, this is all going to be cobblestone, but let's do this as well. This will help keep the bad guys away. So that's cool. Alrighty. We're cooking with gas, people. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, now, next project. Mini project. So I'm doing a lot of minor tasks today, as you can see. That's just because I had some ideas rolling around in my noggin with the backup world and that. And we're going to go down to the village and fix that up in another episode. And I'll show you what the plans I have for that are. And you can give me your opinion if you'd like. But I'm going to fix this area up because it's driving me mad. It looks ugly, and I think there should be a proper path, a path to our shelter. By the way, there is new paths with Minecraft 1.9. If you have a shovel in your hand and you right click, you get this thing. It's called a path block, and it's basically, well, it's essentially what happens to grass in real life when you walk on it for ages. It dies off and goes brown, doesn't it? So it's giving us this effect here. You can't do it on dirt blocks, as you can see. You can only do it on grass ones, which makes a lot of sense because that is still grass there. It's just been trampled on, I guess. So and we're going to get rid of all this, and we're going to make it look pretty. But that's just to give you an idea of how it will look. And once all this grass grows, I'll fix it all up. But there you go. So that's what I'm planning on doing there with the new path blocks in Minecraft 1.9. So you know what I might do is actually make all this path blocks. I'm not sure yet. I just thought of that idea just then, and then I'll probably fix it up in the backup world as well, because I still play that. I still play it as my normal survival world, and I did find a lot of diamonds as well down there. So we're going to go look for those momentarily, but we've done enough mining. Let's fill this hole in. And I think we're going to just sleep right through the night again, because we just pulled an all-dayer. Pulled an all-dayer. Saw that on Instagram. It was the most hilarious thing ever. It's like, you got through your day without having a nap. Congratulations, or something like that. I don't know. You pulled an all-dayer. Congratulations. Alright guys, well, it's just cut me off again. That's the second time, so that means we're getting a little bit lengthy here. So let's get some farming done, and then we will probably head back underground and get more cobblestone for our next project, which will be the first house. And then, of course, in the following episode, we'll probably fix up the village, get some seedlings from their farm to make our own back here, and I'll show you guys how to make a real pretty farm once we get that done as well. But I think we're going to do a chicken farm. But look at that bridge. I'm thinking about putting some fences on top, but anyway, let's just not worry about that for right now. Oh, excuse me. I'll get some seeds from my chest. I believe I have some. I'm gonna just lure some chickens over here. And I have some now anyway. Oh, I got some in my inventory. And yeah, I'm gonna do something with these rose bushes, but let's just stuff those in here for now. I'll organize those later. Let's go get seed chicken time. And I'll come back and fix this up too. I'm gonna put stairs there. But I want to do this first because I think it's a good idea to start getting farms going as early as possible, because then we don't have to worry about it later, and then we have a steady supply of food, and we don't have to worry about running out of animals either. That's obviously the whole purpose behind this exercise, isn't it? I don't care about you. Go away. Nobody likes you. You've got no friends. You probably got plenty of friends, actually. I don't know. It just sounded good, okay? Where were they again? Were they over here or something? So I'll probably cut most of this out. You guys don't need to see all this. And it's been full of a lot of junk today. Junk footage, and apologies for that. I've got to get back into the practice of doing these videos again and doing it with Minecraft 1.9. There you are, Mr./Mrs. Chicken, because I don't know what the hell gender you are. Is there any more? Oh, dang nabbit. Is there not anymore? Seriously? Are you the only one? There's got to be some more of you around here, surely. When there's one, there's more. You're not going to be out here living all by your lonesome, are you? Or maybe you are, I don't know. But hopefully there's more, because that's a pain in the ass if there's not. But this is what happens when you play Minecraft. Oh, sorry, just scratching my ear. Okay, there we go. Comfy. Had an itch on my ear. Had to scratch it. Come on. Alright, I'll at least get one over here. I don't even have enough wood to make a fence. But we're surrounded by a forest after all. It's not going to be a problem. But I think it made sense to do this series again. Even though I'm clearly not having any clue what the hell I'm doing at this point. I'll come up with a plan for next time, I promise, like I said. We're probably going to be starting construction on the first house, so we're going to go underground in a minute once I get this guy over here. Ow! That hurt. Alright, you stay here, buddy. Don't go too far, will ya? Because I don't have anything to keep you safe. I'll just put it that way, so it doesn't sound too cruel. Just don't go too far, rightio? I want to get the sugarcane as well. That's something else I wanted to do. I'll try and do something a little bit practical in this episode, instead of just feeling like I've accomplished nothing at all today. Because that would make me feel awful, and it would make it feel like it was a waste of 20 minutes recording. Ow! Don't walk into the cactus, that's a bad idea. Alright, time for some sand. We're surrounded by it. Enough fooling around. Let's get the sand. We're going to need this anyway. We're going to use this to fix up the village, and we're also going to need it for windows for our first joint. First house. First place. I think I should stick something in my guts too, because look at this. Now let's just shove some mutton in the guts. Beautiful. Love that. I love how you can do that, because that was not in the game for so long, and then all of a sudden they added meat from sheep, which is just sweet. I've been in love with it since they added it. So remember, we're not in Minecraft 1.8 anymore, so don't try to generate this seed in Minecraft 1.9, because it will not work. It's a 1.8 seed, so keep that in mind. If you want to generate this seed, go back to 1.8.9, generate it there, then you can re-update the game and convert the world to 1.9, which I've already done. if you want to, do a little thing with this world yourself. So remember, it's Lazer Turret. I'll put the seed in the description, and you guys can do that as well, which is pretty cool. You can play along with me as well, which is pretty cool. All right. So let's make this farm. Let's put all our junk away. A little bit laggy, but that's okay. We can deal with a little lag, can't we? Just a little. Just a little. Alright. Actually, I don't think I want it there. Hopefully we don't get that stupid little flowy action there. There we go. So it's not going to be too big. It doesn't have to be, after all. Just remember that we like things compact and simple around these parts. I am a simple person with simple needs and desires, and I am going to block this off, I think, because I've already got a safer passage down to that ravine. There is no reason to have this little gap here, and I want to make this look somewhat good, better. And I'm going to fix this up momentarily. Obviously, that's going to flow. And I know that that's going to drive a lot of people crazy, me included. Hold on a minute. Just had a little reminder there to do something. But that's okay. I'll tend to that in a minute. Now, this isn't the same farm as what I did before. I don't remember what I did before. Now, that flowy is going to drive me crazy. So let's go and rectify that really quickly. It's going to drive everyone else crazy too, I bet. Not that I'll hear any complaining, but just in case. And just because it's annoying the shit out of me too. So let's do it. Let's just fill it in. And then after I'm done recording here, I'll have to go and get all my stuff ready for work tomorrow. Oh, that's a new sound. I didn't hear that. So I didn't even know they added those sounds. That's sick. Oh, also, you have a secondary hand now. So let me demonstrate something that could be useful to you. Torches in the right, pickaxe in the left. Say you're digging a long tunnel. Instead of switching back to your torches at the end of your hotbar, all you have to do is right-click on a space. And you get that. You can also do it with a sword in your hand. You can go like that, because you can't block with the sword anymore. You have to use a shield. In fact, while we're here, let me demonstrate how to make a shield, because why not? And I'm going to get rid of those stupid torches out of my secondary slot now, because I'm going to keep placing them. That is pretty useful, though. Okay, shield. How do you make one of those again? They're new, so it's kind of... They're pretty simple, though. It's just that. And there's your shield. And you put this in your secondary slot, and that's how you... Oops, you can't do that. You have to actually drag and drop. But there you go. So you right-click, it holds it out in a blocking motion just like that. Pretty much just like your sword used to. You walk slower. And this will pretty much negate all damage in a 180-degree radius in front of you. Which is pretty darn cool. Considering before... the sword would only block about half the damage you normally would take. Otherwise, this thing pretty much negates it all. Barring that it's not too heavily damaged, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I could be wrong, but you might want to look it up. But it does degrade. It shows its little health down the bottom here, and you'll see the durability if you have that showing like I do. You just press F3 and H together, and you get this little durability, which is quite handy to have. When you want to know how much life your items have left in them. Exactly. So this is going to start showing its little green bar beneath it once it negates my damage. And all that jazz, just like your armor and your swords do and all that. But I'm going to do a 1.9 update review, as I just said before. And I'll cover all that in that video. So I'm not going to try and give away too much now. Not that I know much now. Anyway, I've got to look it up. So I've fixed up that little flowy. What else do we need to do? I've got to try and make this quick now, because I realised I've got to get ready for work. Alright, so we're at half an hour. I'm going to chop most of this out. It won't be half an hour when you guys see it. So I'm going to get rid of this stupid little island momentarily, but let's get that off. I'm going to colorize that momentarily, but not yet. This is going to be quite a lengthy episode, so I'm going to be chopping a lot of stuff out today. But let's go and... do something practical. Let's go underground and grab some materials for the first house, and then we're probably going to start building it. We'll at least pick a location somewhere. Sorry, I just touched the microphone. We'll pick a location somewhere, and we'll get building next time. But we're going to pick a location and clear the area if we have to, and so forth. And I see the coal. I'll get it later. Okay. Hey, Mr. Zombie. Actually, you know what? He can demonstrate the shield for us. Like I said, it should negate all damage. Now let me get rid of this stupid flowy thing here. Don't need that. Do I? He's probably gonna sneak me up and double me in the behind. Or did he fall in the ravine? I think he fell in the ravine, dang it. Oh, there he is. I can't be bothered going down there. Okay, well, yeah. I'm sure I've talked enough about that. I just want to dig up some... Oh, we're having some lighting issues here too. Minecraft 1.9 sometimes does that. It could just, whoa, be my computer too, though. Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's do this. You ready? Shoot. See? It blocked it, and it's now... it's now taking my damage. And that actually rebounded and hit him. That's awesome. I didn't try that. That's sick. That's actually pretty handy. That's nifty. I like that. Now, I'm a little bit low on food. I wasn't paying attention to how much food I had left. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, jeez, man. So I'm taking a fair few... Oh, jeez, man. I just killed a bat. Oh, man. I hate killing bats. Because they're passive mobs. Okay, so I'm officially out of food. We're going to have to make a runner to the surface. Because I just stuck the last bit of mutton in me guts. But let's just get what we came here for, and that is cobblestone. And then we're going to get the dickens out of here, cook up some more food. So it's not actually that durable. It's only a 336. Which is just a bit more than your iron tools, and just a little bit less than your bow. So, not that great, but they're fairly cheap to make. And I think I did say this: you can actually customize your shields and make them colourful and all that stuff as well. We don't even have any more pickaxes either, so we're just going to make a runner, and I think we're going to call it quits because we've already got a lot of footage to chop out here. So yeah, this could be fun for me. Okay, let's get the dickens out of here, and then we're going to call it quits. Okay, guys, sorry for the boring episode, but it's probably not going to be that boring once I chop all the boring stuff out. But yeah, I just wanted to show off 1.9. I'm going to do an update review soon enough, so keep an eye on my channel for that. So what did we accomplish today? We did the sugarcane farm, we built this bridge, I showed you some of the new 1.9 combat mechanics. We made a shield. I demonstrated the combat. Oh, jeez. We lagged the house down as well. Oh, jeez, it's his daddy. Now, I probably should be using an axe, but look how long it takes to recharge. See that? It's all about timing your swings, though, people. That's what it is now. So, next episode, we get food, we get farms, we get a house. But first, before we call it quits, actually, let me just see if I can pick a good spot. But I'm thinking over near the village. Yeah? Yeah, I don't need to go over there, actually. Well, I'll just show you. I'll work out a spot off camera and show you guys next time. And we'll build it next time. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and my apologies for the boring episode, sort of, more or less. And I'll have to salute you with this, because the swords can't salute anymore. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to leave a like if you did. If not, well then you don't have to. You can, if you didn't like it for whatever reason, you could stick that down in the comments so I can try and improve. Of course, I know there's going to be a fair bit of complaints about the lag, but like I said, I'm going to start saving up for a brand new PC. and then that issue will be solved. Okay, so with that, we're out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later in the next episode. Bye!